Daily digital news. Bits and bytes connect our world.
I can't even begin to explain how excited I am to talk about this story because since last night, I feel like the whole world was just Googling, going for Twitter, going for Telegram, going to every possible place to find out if the big three tech giants are down or out, and also when is it going to be fixed? This is by far the biggest outage that Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp have gone through since 2008. And the sad part is it actually exposed a lot of things for us. That we cannot live without social media, which is something that a lot of people knew, but businesses, people who work on social media platforms, their jobs are basically down the drain if any of those platforms go away. And also the fact that Facebook does not have a plan B. I always thought a tech giant as big as Facebook, owning 3 different platforms, would at least have separate servers for each of their platforms. And guess what? When things went down, they weren't able to revive any of them.
Now, there's a good old saying, Omnia. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And that is what we're looking at when it came to Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook putting all of their servers or all of their platforms into one server. Now, Facebook did blame a faulty configuration change for a nearly 6-hour outage. I was fine.
You were thriving, I feel
I was fine. It didn't really matter to me because, when life gives you lemons, Omnia,
my God,
you make what? Lemonade. And that is exactly what happened. I knew that the traffic would be diverted from Instagram and WhatsApp to TikTok. So what did I do?
And Twitter.
So what did I do?
You created TikToks?
I posted 2 videos and they blew up. See, I'm smart.
Lord.
That's how you use, the circumstances to your abilities. Now, everyone was going crazy, right, when that happened. And I at first thought I was out of data.
Same.
Right? I went airplane mode, airplane off, on. And, Facebook took a very big hit because of this. Now, it is reported that Facebook loses $212,000 per minute when these 3 are down.
And that's something people don't know. People thought that when this outage happened, us as users were the most impacted. But little do they know, every platform lost billions of dollars just because of this outage.
And Facebook even lost 4.9% market share, which is their biggest daily drop since last November, which was, we were kind of recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic. And, there hasn't really been a solid reason why, these 3 were out. Now, I kind of,
there are
caught
many
back
theories.
up with what's going on. And, Facebook actually had to manually reset their servers, and that's why it took so long. And I've been, trying to, get as much information as I can, especially conspiracy theories, on why this is going on. Because like you said, Omnia, a company of this magnitude, I don't feel like they don't have a plan B.
Let's talk about what could have been the cause. So cybersecurity experts came out saying some people were thinking it's a hack, and a hack originating from China. They said that there was a Chinese hacker who was impacting all of Facebook. It could be possible. We're not putting that down the drain. It could be possible, but honestly, far-fetched. Another cause of the issue, some cybersecurity were saying, people were thinking it's a DDoS attack, but they came out saying it could not be a DDoS attack.
It's too big.
It's too big of damage. Another thing that actually came out just a couple of hours before this outage was the fact that a Facebook whistleblower came out saying she revealed, I have to remember her name, but she revealed 1,000 documents of Facebook actually prioritizing profit over public good. So for those of you who don't know, whenever political events happen, what Facebook tends to do is kind of promote content that talks about this social or political events so that it can have you on the platform for a longer time. The longer you are on Facebook, the more they gain in terms of money, in terms of market share, you name it. So the 37-year-old, she's a former Facebook product manager. She goes by the name Frances Haugen, and she actually came out saying that a lot of these platforms, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, they were promoting hate just to keep people on the platform.
Just
a couple of hours after the outage happened. So what a lot of people were saying is maybe Facebook did that on purpose so that they can go ahead and remove some clues of this matter. Because today, this woman is expected to go to the Congress and have a very lengthy conversation to find out how accurate whatever she's saying is.
Either one or two things, Omnia. Either they, sabotage themselves to, just like you said, cover up the clues.
Yep.
Or number two, to make the outage so superior that they forget about the small
talk of the
things
town.
and make, hey, how did Facebook go out? And also, there's another conspiracy theory, Omnia, that this Chinese hacker was backed by TikTok.
Yep.
Right? Because we do know that Instagram Reels has been the number one competitor for TikTok. And, Twitter was very happy because
100%.
Twitter, they tallied the most active users at one time on Twitter in the history of Twitter, and the most likes on a tweet in the span of I don't know how long, with 2 million tweets from Twitter's account itself, the verified Twitter. So yesterday was a very interesting day online on the internet. But we want to know your guys' thoughts. 4215 Duart Sloth or on our Instagram at Pulse95 Radio.
You know what was also shocking is Facebook employees who wanted to access the servers that were down couldn't even get into Facebook. Their badges, their smart badges that they used to get into the office were out of order. The servers were out of order. The doors wouldn't even open and function. So I wouldn't push too far the fact that an attack or a cyber attack happened. But at the same time, it just goes to show nothing is invincible. We always look at these social media platforms like they're always going to be there. But I feel like yesterday was a wake-up call for people. If you have a business on Instagram, if you have a business on any of the platforms, you need to have a plan B because at any point they could go down.
Let's go, Omnia, and talk about one thing, that is related to this.
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor is when the Japanese attacked, the United States,
True.
Hawaii, Pearl Harbor, and they retaliated by sending Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Now, the United States knew about the Japanese attack, right? And why did they use it? So they could get public approval to bomb Japan. I'm not going to go into further detail, but use this,
Tie
these with whatever's happening with Facebook. Maybe they knew that TikTok or China was going to attack them. Hey, we have a whistleblower that just whistled something and we might be in trouble. Let the attack begin. 4215 do it slot or on our Instagram at Pulse95 Radio. And Omnia, do you know what the sound of
I don't want to answer this question.
a hard disk making an error, not functioning?
Oh God.
Ratatata.
If you liked this episode of Future Talk, drop a like and subscribe.
Pulse 95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.